Welcome to the Careers Unfiltered podcast with Mentoria. You may know your dream job, you may know your dream career, but do you know what goes on behind the scenes in your chosen career path? Have you been able to separate the glamour from the reality in your career? Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly in your career? Most people walk into their careers without having any idea in terms of what really happens in that career, how to crack success, how to get the right job, how to grow in the career. Don't be those people. Get the ins and outs of your career path through some of the best subject matter experts and industry professionals that Mentoria will bring to you on the Careers Unfiltered podcast.
There are emotions or feelings, then there are thoughts, and there is a behavior. Okay, so this triangle has to be an equilateral triangle. These three aspects, as far as the psychological health is concerned, they are very important. How you feel, what you think, and how you behave, it has to be in sync. And the batch remedies, they work on your emotions, which is the most important part as far as the psychological health is concerned. Batch system is basically from the UK. So their main center is in UK. The batch system, Dr. Edward Batch is a founder of the batch system of medicine. Okay. He was a bacteriologist and he was a physician himself. But over a period of time, he realized that there are certain limitations as far as these other systems of the medicine are concerned. If we want to achieve the permanent cure as far as any individual is concerned, we have to hit the emotional aspect of the individual. So he started his journey, and he was very much in love with the nature. Then he picked up 38 flowers, okay, having the ability to hit the emotional status. So he then differentiated the 38 personality traits, you can say, or the moods or the emotions which are pertaining to any individual. So all the emotional disturbances and all the health complaints, you can say, these 38 remedies are capable, or they have the potential to treat any individual having any complaint of that matter. Batch flower system, basically the batch flower system, it is based on the emotions of the individual. Now, before we go ahead, I would like to tell you that as far as our existence is concerned, for human beings, I am talking about. Now, batch flower system is a very good system for animals as well. So they have got a different course altogether, where the practitioners, they focus on the animal's well-being. So batch flower remedies can be used for animals as well. Our existence is concerned, basically there are three aspects, right? Mind, body, and soul, we can say. But as far as the diseases or ailment are concerned, whenever we say that this particular patient or this particular individual is not feeling well, broadly it is either at the physical level or at the psychological level. Okay. Physical level, it is not like that. But just to give you an example, physical level, we can say headache, fever, fracture for that matter. Psychological level, we can say anxiety, fear, depression, which is very, very common nowadays. Okay. But we do this discrimination. Now, as far as a holistic system of any medicine is concerned, we don't make this discrimination. We always say that any individual who's having any type of ailment, let it be physical or psychological, our health is like two sides of the same coin, where the two sides are physical and psychological. If you really type right now on the Google that batch flower practitioner, you will get so many names. Now, there are certain individuals, there are certain practitioners in Maharashtra also, all over India also. They take classes, they give certificates, they give medicines for that matter, and many are getting benefited also. Because the thing is that this beautiful system doesn't have any side effects. Another beauty of this healing system is, along with your graduation, along with your other courses, you can always do this, right? Because the duration is such that you can really complete this. Floor system is something which gives you instantaneous results also at times. For example, fear of exams, certain phobias, anxiety, indecisiveness, lack of confidence, okay, not accepting yourself, or having certain issues as far as the thinking process is concerned. they are not for it, I would say. I won't say they are against it, because it doesn't fall under their proper philosophy. Whatever Dr. Edward Batch, he has really laid a path as far as how the practitioner has to work if you want to really practice this authentically. Okay, so these certain combinations and everything, the batch center doesn't say that this means they're not for it. I can say that much. So if you want to become a batch flower practitioner from the UK center, okay, they have certain ways of doing it. So there are assignments and everything. So many things are there. I can flower system doesn't say that it's a PG course. Okay, so even undergraduates can do this. Now here specifically, I am talking about whatever is laid down the things or criteria which are given by the batch system or the batch center UK. Okay, then I will come to the Indian this thing. Okay, so right, the most authentic way of becoming a bachelor practitioner. Okay, let me explain that thing to you. So anybody above the age of 17 to 18 can do this course. Now here, if you visit their website also, you won't find any age limit for that matter. Okay, but why I am saying is 17 to 18 is to understand the emotions of any particular individual. I think certain maturity, that compassion, okay, that being a good listener, these qualities, it is mandatory, or they are intricate, I would say. Okay, there are three levels as far as the batch center is concerned. Okay, now the first level is available online also, and live also. But now let me tell you one thing. Live means you can go there also. Means if you are residing nearby London or something like that, then you can go there. In India, if you visit the Batch Center website, you will get the names of the trainers, okay, who are eligible to conduct level 1, level 2, and level 3. So if you want to do level 1 from India, you are based in India. If you don't want to visit UK center right now, you can get their certification, okay, from a trainer who's based in India. If the trainer is within your city, I would advise you attend a live course. If you choose a trainer who's outside from your city, you can attend their online courses also. But the trainer gives you the certification. Means it will have the logo of the batch center, but you are not licensed to practice. You cannot put up a board outside your whatever you can say, the consulting room or clinic, or maybe outside your house as a practitioner. What you can do is you can use the remedies for yourself, for your family members, for your relatives. So once you cover the first level, now I think there are a number of hours which are mentioned, maybe 10 hours of training or 12 hours of training is mandatory before you attain or before you receive the first level certification from the UK center. For example, if you visit their website, if you are residing in Mumbai for that matter, now I know there are certain trainers which are based in Bombay. So you can contact them. Now, these courses are not too frequently, but I think these trainers, they conduct level 1 maybe once in 2 months, once in 3 months. So if you are interested in online courses, if they are going to conduct one, it is conducted mainly on the Zoom platform. Okay. Then maybe certain trainers, they take 2 hours per evening for a week. Some trainers might take only weekends for the working professionals. Okay, so you can have word with the trainer. If you really visit the batch center website for L3 in India, there are only 3 trainers. So it is not very common, because what happens is, I am a BFRP practitioner now. So I have got a global license to practice as a bachelor practitioner, but I'm not a trainer yet. Are you understanding the difference? If over a period of time, I feel that I have really getting excellent results as far as the clients are concerned, and I want to teach now, then I have to undergo the training for L1. And once I get that certification, I can conduct the L1, which are approved from UK center for the other individuals. Then once I go through that, if I'm really interested to move ahead, I can get the training for L2 from the UK center. Then I'm qualified to give the certification under my institute as far as the level 2 is concerned. Okay. Then I can teach other individuals as far as the level 2 is concerned. And then comes the level 3. So being a practitioner is different and being a trainer is different. But to become a trainer, you need to be a practitioner. So Thursday, Friday. So usually all the trainers who are taking L3 sessions, they conduct on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because the working professionals can take the 2 days leave, and Saturday, Sunday being a weekend, they can really finish off this thing. So usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have the whole day course, and following Sunday, we have the written exam for 3 hours. 10 to 1 usually. Now it depends upon the trainer, but usually it is for 3 hours, and the marks are 100, and the passing this thing is 75%. And all the papers, and it is a handwritten test, and all the papers, they go to the UK center. Now here on, once you do your written test, your trainer, whoever is there for L3, that person's role as far as your mentorship is concerned is over. And then you are communicating with the mentor who the UK center appoints for your group. And you have to directly communicate with that mentor. So all the papers for our group, for that particular course, all the papers go to the UK center. Then the one mentor, okay, is appointed from the UK center for this particular group. That mentor checks our papers, and individually, then through the email, the communication starts. Then you are on your own, you are at your own pace with the mentor. Okay. And then once you finish off your written exam, I think the duration is of 18 months to complete the whole L3 level. Because L3 level is something like, they will obviously, the scrutiny will be there, because once you pass all the levels of the L3, you are going to be a certified bachelor practitioner from the UK center. So it's a big thing for them, right? So obviously they don't want to dilute their quality, I would say, their authenticity, their integrity, their philosophy, their principles. So it is like that. So first, L3, again, I would say there are three parts. So the first part is a written exam, where you will get your result through the email within 10 to 15 days. Okay, you have to score above 75%. Supposed to get back to them. And again, the third assignment would come. That is the last part of the L3. So again, the L3 is divided into three aspects. As I said, first is the mandatory this thing, which is a written exam. 75% is the passing. Then second is the assignment. And third is again the assignment, which consists of the case taking. Now here, how you are going to talk to your client, how you are going to ask the questions to the client, how you will understand the emotions of the client, and how you come to the indicated remedies. Okay. So now this whole picture becomes clear for them the way you present a case. Now it is in the written format. You can do the video recording also. Okay, of the client if the client is ready. Otherwise, you can hide the face of the client, and they just want to see that how you converse with the client and everything. And you can, otherwise, in the word format also, you can submit your cases. So that is the last part as far as the L3 is concerned. Now here again, there are certain questions, and whatever is there, whatever is asked from your mentor, you need to submit that. And once you clear all the levels of the L3, then you get BFRP UK certification, that is Batch Foundations Registered Practitioner. So your name appears on their website. So if anybody wants to find a BFRP practitioner, you can say from India, if they click Maharashtra, particular city, then your name comes. Then they have a choice, right? So the Batch Center courses are totally different. Their philosophy is different. And once you get their certification, obviously you are supposed to follow that thing, right? You have to be approachable. Even where you are sitting, the ambience has to be comfortable, right? You are all the time talking on the phone. When you are talking on the client, talking to the client, that particular period, the rapport needs to get developed. Okay. So the person should feel that the person is getting listened, right? Then the person becomes very comfortable. So keeping the sufficient amount of time is very important. It can't be done in a hurry. Okay. Within half an hour also, follow-up is difficult, I would say. Because what happens is, over a period of time, the client also becomes comfortable with you. The client also comes with the different things, right? And every time you can change the combination also if the need be. So understanding the client, whatever is the client might say that as far as this peer is concerned, I'm getting better, I felt better. For as far as this is concerned, I feel that more help is needed. You can't be in a hurry, that is the main thing. So you have to give sufficient time to yourself also. So you have to be in that mental makeup yourself as a practitioner. Give the sufficient time. The comfortable space is has to be there, and all these things, they really matter. The fixing up of an appointment is very important, because as far as the consultation is concerned, I would say, as far as the talking is concerned, maybe it's a first consultation, or maybe it's a follow-up consultation. We need to give sufficient time to the client. This is very important. This is like counseling. And for homeopathy also, when we take the case for the first time, right, we have to keep the sufficient time for the new patient or the new client. So to develop a rapport, to understand what is really bothering, and then to take out the emotions from the client, then to make him or her realize what does really happen, okay, once you are not in peace from inside, and then to choose the medicines and give the combination, it would take almost 60 minutes. First time it might take 90 minutes also, because usually the follow-up is after 3 weeks to 1 month. Okay, so it is not too frequently. So every week you are not going to see your client. Okay, every week you are not going to see your patient, or maybe on the video call also you can do nowadays. Okay, what can be done is only the prescription of the remedies. It might become very slightly tedious, because we cannot courier the liquids, right? You have to be a good listener. That is very important. Okay, we have to be at present. Carrying a baggage, okay, for the practitioner also, it is not so good, right? Now again, there are different medications available. Means what I would say is, there are only 38 remedies available. Okay, so Indian pharmacies also make them. You can directly buy from the UK center. Okay, you can directly buy from their UK pharmacy also. But that conversion and customs and everything. Okay, so initially you might feel that it is very expensive, but their dosage and Indian pharmacies dosage, it is almost same. As the counseling and therapy is concerned, or as far as the counseling and a remedial aspect is concerned, it is almost similar to whatever the counselor or a psychologist would charge for one consultation. So you can bifurcate those things, to make you understand that counseling part is different and medication part is different. So how much medicines are going to cost you? You are going to dilute dose. That bottle, 30 ml bottle, is going to last for how many weeks? 3 weeks to 1 month. Okay. The person is going to come to you for first follow-up, second follow-up, maybe after 3 weeks to 1 month. Okay. So taking into consideration all those logistics, because it helps when somebody from another city is taking consultation from you, because another practitioner is going to dispense the medicines, right? So it is always better that, for example, if you are going to charge 2K, I'm just giving you an example, for 1 hour, you should be clear that maybe out of 2K, 500 bucks are for my remedies and 1,500 is for my consultation. So next day, if another person or another client from the different city approaches you, you are very clear that how much money you are supposed to take from that person, right? And then you can ask another practitioner to dispense those medicines, and those 500 to be paid to that particular practitioner, and you will get your counseling. But initially, you can always say for 60 minutes, I can charge this much. If the consultation is going to extend up to 90 minutes, I can charge this much. So these are going to be the charges, but make it clear beforehand, because the person also knows. So it is a good practice, I would say. The proper communication, it starts from the fixing an appointment and telling your fees, I would say. The communication starts there, and then you start asking what is the problem. We don't pay attention to our own emotions, right? So I would say the very transparent and upfront with your emotions is a big thing. Even if you understand everything, yes, this is it. Right now, I am feeling like this and I am going to take a remedy. It requires a courage, even after being a medico. So I would say that is the thing which was really, it was like a hit thing for me. as a medico, as a practitioner, as a counselor for that matter, how much time we really pay attention to our mental makeup. So that is a great challenge to accept your emotions, okay? To be clear with whatever is happening with your mind, whatever is there in your mind as far as the emotional plane is concerned, to realize that and to accept that this is really happening within me, accept it. And another challenge is, as I said, that understanding emotions is okay, but to hit the indicated remedy is really challenging at times because there are very similar and close remedies. Okay. So you really require a lot of reading, the comparative study, the different cases. You need a discussion as far as this thing is concerned because it is not like that fever hai and you give paracetamol. It is not like that. Okay. So even if you hit the remedy, at times it happens that the client tells you that I'm not feeling better. So this is the challenge every time we face when the client comes to our clinic. So you feel you are very confident now this combination is going to help the client. But when the feedback comes that no, I'm not feeling better, then you have to really search on as far as so many points are concerned that where did I go wrong? Was my understanding emotions was wrong, or maybe I couldn't take out the proper emotion from the client? That means my questioning was wrong. Maybe at times the direct questioning was there, the open-ended questions were not asked, maybe the closed-ended questions were asked, maybe my interpretation was there as far as this concern. When the unexpected result comes both ways, person might say I'm feeling 100% better and you were like not so sure when you prescribe the medicines, then you are really happy. Then the challenge is that this has to sustain. Next time the person shouldn't come that last time I had said I was feeling much better, but this month I didn't feel like that. Or whenever I had visited you for the first time, same thing is happening with me. Then it is not a good sign, right? So both things are very important. It is a challenge. Every client is a challenge and every time is a challenge. Advantage of being medico is, and especially being a homeopath, our system, our basic qualification, it gives importance to the mental makeup, as I said earlier, right? And it is in sync because the match remedies, they work on emotions only. And in homeopathy, we give importance to the mind. So it was in sync, and I knew what happens. For example, if somebody is there from other than medical background, okay, but the person is aware that how the mental makeup or how the emotions, they play a key role as far as your existence is concerned, I would say, okay, they can go for it. The counselors can go for it. The psychologist can go for it. But my L1 and L2 trainer, she's a CA herself. So other professionals can also do this because this is something which is really going to help you, right? So any professional can switch to this also, or why to switch, I would say. Along with your existing profession, you can practice this. This is an added advantage. So batch remedies is something which would help you to give you peace of mind. And once you experience this, then you know, yes, this really works. Then I want to help others, right? They were taking remedies from one particular practitioner and then they got cured or they saw the excellent results and then they were curious, what is this beautiful system of medicine? For how long I have been suffering? I was suffering, and within few months I am really finding a drastic difference positively. So what is it? Can I really learn this? I want to learn this. I want to give these things to my relatives, my family members, my friends, or maybe my clients also. So if you want to really establish your practice, I would say as a bachelor practitioner, it is always better to do the courses from the batch center because then you are certified, right? And it's altogether a different those psychologists, counselors, they have added advantage because they already have the walk-in clients. Counselors would do only the talk therapy without batch system. But if they have this beautiful system with them, they can do the counseling also and they can give the remedies also. It is a healing system. Okay, always keep that in mind. it can be taken along with other modalities also. So this is a great advantage as far as the batch flower therapy is concerned. So for example, many times it happens that the client is already been taking certain treatments, okay? Let it be modern medicine, Ayurveda, homeopathy, 12 tissue salt therapy, Reiki, pranic healing, any modality for that matter. So this can be combined with any other system of medicine. I would feel it is a very simplified system. It is very easy to take, but the thought behind it has to be very clear. It has to be intensified. Okay. It's a serious thing, I would say. It has got no side effects. It can be taken in with any other system of medicine. Just give it a try. It shouldn't be like that. Because what happens once you feel better, then give the credit to that system also. And people don't give at times. So at times we have to be serious as far as this system is concerned. Being a homeopath, I have the advantage because I already have my clinic. So I have been practicing. Now getting a certification of BFRP, what I can do is I can take workshops. I can join their WhatsApp groups. I can join their webinars. I can join their seminars. And the another thing is now, if I want to become L1 trainer, I can become that. Then after that, I can become L2 trainer and then L3. So what happens if you are L1 trainer? It is not that you have to give up your practice as a BFRP, right? So you can still practice. You are open to your clients. You can prescribe medicines. Plus, you can train other people for level 1. Once you are done with it, you are really interested in working, becoming a L2, you can do that. And psychological health is the key, okay, to experience complete well-being. That is the thing. So, and batch flower system is something which is that way, it is so simplified because in homeopathy, there are thousands and lakhs of medicines. To choose the correct medicine for the client is much difficult than choosing a correct medicine out of 38, right? So it is a very satisfying this thing. It is the thing, the need of the hour, I would say. People should be aware first why psychological health is important. Even if they are suffering from anything for that matter, okay, why the psychological health is important. And if the psychological health is important, what are the ways by which I can be in sync with my psychological health? So what are the ways available? And then why batch therapy? Because it is a very simple system. It is like a nature, it is like you just go out and pluck a flower and you take the fragrance of the flower. It is just like that. It is so simple without any side effects. So I feel if it becomes really very common at the school level, it can be used as a preventive measure also, right? Because nowadays we are seeing that the younger generation may be a result of single child syndrome. That's what we see. They are just not ready to accept the rejection. Okay. We are seeing so many things happening around us, right? So all of a sudden, overnight, it is not going to happen. If the emotional stability has to come in the society, the awareness related to the emotional health, awareness related to your mind has to first develop. Then accepting that it is not right with me, taking the help has to get developed. And then if so many options are available, why bad system has to get developed. And if it happens together, I would say more and more individuals taking help of these. And then we can really see the mentally stable society. First, understand that something really available for your mental equilibrium, emotional stability, whatever that harmony is there, as far as the physical and psychological health is there. You get experience with these beautiful system of medicine and then only think about it as a career. Because once you are convinced and with that conviction, if you really put your foot on this path, then there is no stopping, I would say.